Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Cloudy skies expected today with daytime highs approaching 77. Chance of thunderstorms tonight, lows level off around 61. Cloudy skies. Slight chance for showers tomorrow, high of 77, overcast. Temperatures a bit below average Friday and Saturday with highs in the upper 70s. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Currently, it's 55 degrees.
Kansas Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier. Kansas law enforcement agencies are still warning other colleges across the state of Kansas, along with public education systems around the state, to be aware of potential swatting calls after a round of hoax calls that started off this week at many universities across the nation. KSN News reports that on Monday alone, law enforcement did respond to calls claiming that there were active shooters at multiple different universities across the nation, including at Kansas State University, Iowa State, Northern Arizona University, Colorado University, and others. The calls did prompt those universities to issue campus-wide texts to run, hide, and fight. This same time last year, many public K-12 schools across the state of Kansas received similar calls regarding active shooter scenarios. In other news, the Kansas Department of Transportation says as we get closer to the weekend and week number 2 of college football, to be aware of potential delays on I-70 with the return of Kansas State football going through Junction City. Both K-State and KU are at home this week. Mid-America Network News.
Back to school isn't just for backpacks and pencils. It's the perfect time to check new Kia off your shopping list at Midwest Kia. This August, Midwest Kia is helping you gear up for the new season with massive savings on our new 2025 models. Get rebates and special interest rates as low as 0%. That's right, rebates and 0% APR. You get both. Got a trade-in? Bring us any 2018 or newer model with under 100,000 miles, and we'll give you an extra $1,000 in trade assistance, no matter the make or model. And check this out. On every 2025 and 2026 Kia Sportage, Midwest Kia will match your down payment up to $2,500. Double your money, double your value. So before you grab the notebook and new kicks, make sure your back-to-school list includes a new ride from Midwest Kia. Visit the home of simple, transparent, fast, in-store or online at MidwestKia.com. And remember,
we want to see you in a Midwest Kia.
Offers with approved credit. Trade-in assistance valid on 2018 or newer vehicles under 100,000 miles. Down payment match on all in-stock 2025-2026 Sportage. See dealer for details.
The national TV program known as American Idol has announced that they will be holding open Zoom calls for auditions across the United States, where they say they are including the state of Kansas. KSNC News reports that the Idol Across America audition series has announced that they will be allowing people the opportunity to meet face-to-face with producers of the show and get the ball rolling on becoming the potential new national sensation by auditioning for the TV program. The Idol Across America has announced they will be holding their auditions for Kansas residents virtually this Thursday, August 28th, for those that are interested in participating, and they will need to start off that process by entering their date of birth and creating an online profile if they have not auditioned for American Idol in the past. According to the eligibility requirements, you must be born between June 2nd of 1996 and February 15th of 2011, must be a legal U.S. resident, and have not competed in previous seasons of American Idol and placed first in the competition. Kansas Mid-America Network News.
Danes Automotive in Marysville and Waterville has always been your trusted and certified automotive repair shop. But did you know Danes carries tires? With every major brand and size from pickups, ATVs, trailers, and car tires, Danes has you covered. Don't wait until the old set gives out. Grab a new set along with balancing, alignments, and front-end work for any make and model. Find Danes Automotive in Marysville and Waterville online and give them a call to stay on the road, wherever it takes you.
Nebraska Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier. Changes when it comes to leadership on the Nebraska Corn Board after Governor Jim Pillen of Nebraska has officially appointed Lisa Lunds as the new District 4 director for the Nebraska Corn Board. According to Nebraska TV, they say that Lisa does succeed Debbie Borg, who had opted to not seek reappointment after serving since 2013. Lunds is a fourth-generation farmer from Wakefield, Nebraska, and says they bring 37 years of farming experience to the board, as her along with her husband cultivate corn and soybeans on their farm. At the same time, the governor has also appointed Dan Newrub of Crete, Nebraska, and Adam Gabestein of Farnham, Nebraska, to be appointed as the directors for districts number 1 and 5. In a statement from the board president, they say, quote, the leadership elected takes on great responsibility leading Nebraska's corn checkoff organization in executive roles, representing more than 36,000 corn farmers in the state. Nebraska Mid-America Network News.
Who is Farm Bureau Financial Services? At our core, we're relationship builders. We're home and auto bundlers, life insurers, farm and ranch protectors, and retirement planners. We're neighbors, community members, and friends. We're the people you can count on now and for years to come. Find a Farm Bureau agent at fbfs.com/protect. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company.
Reporting local news, I'm Bruce Dierking. Marysville City Council met Monday. The 2026 budget was approved as published, with no comment coming forward at the public hearing. Ellen Barber did express concern with the level of taxation for Marysville residents during open comment at a hearing to exceed the revenue-neutral rate. She noted an average resident age over 45 years with many on fixed income and itemized other taxes, including schools, property, a doubling in water and sewer rates, the hospital sales tax, and a proposed tax increase for a new jail facility. Council moved forward following comments and approved exceeding the revenue-neutral rate. City Council approved spending $20,000 toward completion of a storage building at the city pool. That was initiated as an Eagle Boy Scout project by Michael Pilsel, who has raised $20,000 in contributions toward the project. Low bid of $59,000 from AHRS Construction for replacing the alley immediately south of City Hall with concrete was approved. Some business owners had asked for the improvement, and some offered to fund 25% of the cost. Others, however, did not wish to contribute. Several council members spoke of setting a precedent in funding a portion or all of the cost. After discussion, a motion to approve with 100% from the Street and Highway Fund was passed unanimously. City Administrator advised that information would be put out as to water rates in 2026 and also advised that a follow-up lead pipe survey will be sent to property owners. Water rates for a sample 2,500 gallon per month would go from $87.16 next year to $106.30. Street Committee had met and is seeking open space in the community for semi-truck parking and also discussed an odd-even parking ordinance during snow emergencies. Administration and Finance Committee will meet to discuss renewal of a contract with One Marysville. Mayoral appointments of Greg Price as alternate on Planning and Zoning and Barb Bush to the Library Board were approved. Kansas Department of Transportation is accepting grant applications for strategic economic expansion and development for small communities with less than 5,000 population to support economic development and quality of life improvements. These may include child care and senior programming projects that support or enhance services such as building improvements, educational materials, supplies, and equipment, community vibrancy projects that re-energize and beautify rural communities through public art, signage, and placemaking initiatives, food retail projects that increase access to food through new expanded or renovated retail spaces, and library projects that expand access to information and community resources through reading materials, technology upgrades, furnishings, and facility improvements. Eligible applicants include local governments, economic development organizations, chambers of commerce, and other community-based organizations in towns that have not received a grant in the past year. 10% local match is required. Funded projects must be completed within 12 months of receiving grant funds. Applications open August 29th, closing October 28th. A webinar is planned Thursday, August 28th, 10 a.m. to outline details. For information, contact the Kansas Department of Commerce. One Marysville is promoting community block parties Labor Day Monday, September 1st. Casual gatherings with neighbors are encouraged to bring people together and get to know one another. Several are planned throughout the community and will be marked with signs where to go. If you're interested in finding one or hosting one, contact Wayne Cruzy at 1 Marysville, 785-713-9866. A citywide block party will be held at the historic Trails Park at the west edge of Marysville Monday from 4 until 6 p.m. with picnic tables, games, drinks, and trail mix provided. You may bring whatever you'd like to share. Marshall County Arts Cooperative will host the U.S. Army 1st Infantry Division Band Thursday evening at 7 in the Marysville High School Auditorium. The 38-member band will perform a variety of well-known songs, from marches to big band swing and more. Free will donation. Public is welcome Thursday at 7 in the Marysville High School Auditorium. City of Washington working on a temporary power outage this Friday morning, 7 to 10 a.m. Primarily affected will be the area north of US 36 and west of C Street. Schools in Washington County will be on a delayed start Friday, August 29th in Washington. Kimberly R. Kim Prothy, age 59, of Marysville, passed away Friday. Funeral service Friday, 11 a.m. at Kinsley Mortuary in Marysville, with a visitation Thursday, 4 until 8. Family will greet friends Thursday from 5 until 7 at Kinsley's in Marysville, in charge of arrangements for Kim Prothy. Jimmy J. Perrick, age 76, of Washington, passed away Sunday. Funeral service Saturday, 3 p.m. at the Washington Christian Church. Burial in the Washington City Cemetery. Visitation Friday, 4 until 8. Family will greet friends Friday from 5 until 7 at the Ward Funeral Home in Washington, in charge of arrangements for Jimmy Perrick. Michael L. Mike Edwards, age 71, of Marysville, passed away August 18th. Family burial is planned at a later date at the Prospect Hill Cemetery, with Kinsley's in charge of arrangements for Mike Edwards. Cheryl N. Diedrich, age 74, of Greenleaf, passed away August 20th. Funeral arrangements pending, with the Ward Funeral Home in charge of arrangements for Cheryl Diedrich. Brian E. Nooch, age 57, of Washington, passed away Monday while working with cattle. Funeral service Tuesday, 10:30 at the Hanover Community Building. Burial in the Hanover City Cemetery. Visitation Monday, 4 until 8. Family will greet friends Monday from 4 until 6 at the Ward Funeral Home in Washington, in charge of arrangements for Brian Nooch. On the Marshall County Senior Citizens Lunch Menu today, tuna casserole with a biscuit, Capri vegetable blend, and tropical fruit. Tomorrow, Swiss steak, baby bacon, zucchini and tomatoes, and lime jello with pears. KNDY News Time, 7:16.
With United Bank and Trust online banking, you have access to your hometown bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at ubankonline.com. You can view account balances, access statements, and transfer money between your UBT accounts. You can also view account activity, pay bills, and even make loan payments without being limited by banking hours. Simply visit ubankonline.com to learn more. Online banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Mostly cloudy skies today with our highs in the upper 60s and mid-70s. Then some showers and thunderstorms are possible overnight tonight. Mostly cloudy with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Some scattered showers early Thursday, then staying cloudy with our highs in the lower to mid-70s. Then partly cloudy skies throughout Thursday night with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Some sunshine throughout Friday with our highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Then partly cloudy skies Friday night with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. There will be a slight chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout Saturday, otherwise sunny with our highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Then showers and thunderstorms possible Saturday night with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms possible early Sunday, sunny with our highs in the mid to upper 70s, and partly cloudy skies throughout Sunday night with our lows in the upper 50s. Mostly sunny skies throughout the day on Monday with our highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s, and scattered showers are possible on a Monday night, partly cloudy with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. I'm meteorologist Carol Foster.
Average high temperature late August, 87. Record high on this date, 108. The average low, 64, and the record low, 44. Sunset this evening, 8:07. Sunrise in the morning at 6:51. It's 55 degrees this hour. That's a check of the morning news and weather for this Wednesday, the 27th of August. KNDY News Time, 7:18. I'm Bruce Dierking reporting.
Having a baby is an amazing, life-changing experience. The Birth Center at Community Healthcare System offers a childbirth experience that is personalized for you. From our innovative care model that keeps mother and baby together to our professional care team of experts in OB, postpartum, and neonatal care, our Birth Center team works closely with you, your physician, and your family to provide the personalized, compassionate, one-on-one care and attention you deserve, all in a warm, supportive, family-oriented environment that meets you and your baby's unique needs. For more information, visit chcsks.org or call 785-889-5122. CHCS in Onega, your choice for OB care.
It has a familiar ring to it. Good morning, I'm Jay Reynolds. Yes, there was a ring for Taylor from Travis, but on the field, Giancarlo Stanton sparking the Yankees offense yesterday.
Stanton gives it a ride. That one is gone in every park. Goodbye.
My goodness. Yeah, that one off the bat had a
sound I don't know that I've heard before.
Yes Network with the call. Yankees beat the Nationals 5-1. Stanton driving in all five, including that 451-foot home run, his longest of the season. 62nd time in his career he's hit one at least 450. Speaking of New York, Brendan Nimmo. Game-winning single. Mets walk off the Phillies with a 6-5 win. A's walk off the Tigers on a bases-loaded walk. Brewers get a walk-off win. Sac fly in the 10th to beat the Diamondbacks. Milwaukee's 10th walk-off win of the season. Astros fall to the Rockies 6-1. Houston still has a game-and-a-half lead over the Mariners in the AL West. Seattle losing to the Padres 7-6. Padres trailing the Dodgers by a game in the NL West. Dodgers double up the Reds 6-3. Clayton Kershaw gets the win. He finishes August 5-0 with an ERA of 1.88. Braves scored 9 in the top of the ninth to beat the Marlins 11-2. Twins top the Blue Jays 7-5. Toronto still half game behind the Tigers for best record in the American League. On the court, history in the WNBA.
Thomas get into the cup, and there it is. The 7th triple-double of the season for Alyssa Thomas, a new WNBA single-season record.
Saw it on NBA TV. Alyssa Thomas breaking a tie with herself for the most triple-doubles in a season in WNBA history. Fever, a 20-point win over the Storm. At the U.S. Open, top seeds advancing. Men's number 1 Jannik Sinner drops 4 games in his 3-set win. Women's 3-seed Coco Gauff advances, but needs 3 sets to get out of the opening round.
Lowe's has the Labor Day deals you need to give your home a new look. Buy one, get one free select interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Then, add the final touch with 2 for $8 on select 2.5 or 3-quart mums. Refresh your home and save big while doing it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Mums offer in-store only. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Hey, nice savings balance. Well done.
Thanks.
What you saving for? New car?
Nah, it's to pay thousands in fines and court costs after I got pulled over for drinking and driving.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you better keep saving.
Yeah.
Drinking and driving can wipe you out in more ways than one. It can hurt or even kill innocent people, drain your bank account, tear your future apart, even take your life. You're smarter than that. This Labor Day, drive sober or get pulled over. Brought to you by NHTSA.
From ABC News, Wall Street Now. Investors weighing the impact of President Trump's firing of Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. Trump says there is sufficient evidence to remove Cook from her position over claims she committed mortgage fraud. But Cook, the first black woman to serve on the Fed's Board of Governors, is refusing to step down. Her lawyer says Cook will challenge the action in a lawsuit. Ordering items from overseas, it's about to get more expensive. A widely used customs exemption for international shipments worth $800 or less is set to end starting on Friday. Now they'll be subject to tariffs, which could range from 10 to 50%. It's part of President Trump's agenda for making the nation less dependent on foreign goods. After backlash, Cracker Barrel gives in. Stock in the restaurant tanked amid outrage over the company changing its logo. Now the company saying it'll bring back the old logo with the old-timer in the barrel. Cracker Barrel shares finished more than 6% higher Tuesday. Dave Packer, ABC News.
Attention farmers, this is Thad Argenbright inviting you to Performance Ag's Pioneer Field Day, August 28th at 8 a.m., located at the warehouse just east of Waterville. Topics include new products, yield, and issues from southern death syndrome in soybeans to southern rust and tar spot in corn. Please join us Thursday, August 28th, 8 a.m. at Performance Ag just east of Waterville.
Market information from the Mid-America Ag Network. I'm James Garen. Good Wednesday morning to you all. Markets opening up for the third day of the trading week here in just a little bit as we take a look at some of the closing numbers from yesterday's trade day. In the grains market, they did finish up the day mixed to mostly lower. That was kind of the theme throughout yesterday's trade day. They started off in the green but crept back into the red as the day went on. For the seeds market, an opposite story. We have mixed to mostly higher numbers to end the day. And for the livestock market, they had the best day out of them all. The cattle and the hogs both made big jumps into the green. We'll see how these trends continue out throughout the trading day today. Market report brought to you by Double T Livestock. Whether your herd is big or small, call Troy at 620-491-3312 to sell them all. That's Double T Livestock. In the corn market, September corn down 1 3/4 at 387.5. December corn down down 2 3/4 at 409.5. Kansas City wheat for September down 3 3/4 at 493 even. December KC wheat down 3 cents at 517 3/4. In the oats market, September oats down 3 3/4 at 308 1/4. December oats down 2 3/4 at 328 1/4. In the bean market, September soybeans up 3 1/4 at 1028 3/4. November beans up 1 3/4 at 1049.5. Soybean meal for September up $1.50 at 297.20. October bean meal also up $1.50 at 290.50. Soybean oil for September down $1.55 at 52.76, and October bean oil down $1.47 at 53.03. In the canola market, November canola down 460 at 654.80. January canola also down 460 at 666.90. In the cotton market, December cotton down 61 cents at 66.71, and March cotton down 59 cents at 68.53. In the energies market, October crude oil down $1.51 at 63.29. Unleaded gas for September down 2 cents to 2.12. Heating oil for September down 6 cents to 2.27, and natural gas for September up 3 cents at 2.72.
From Kansas State University, this is Agriculture Today. I'm Madeline Drake. With extreme weather events affecting Kansas farmers, many are looking to the Farm Service Agency for assistance. Kansas FSA State Director David Shem details the Supplemental Disaster Relief Program.
We've always got a lot of things going on with various programs throughout the year. Sign up. I'd liken it a little bit to the farmer. You know, the farmer's always busy with stuff that he can get done out there, but there are times of the year when it's planting time or harvest time that is a much busier time, and it's the same thing for FSA, and definitely have a lot of things going on right now with some programs that have been announced. I think most of the producers are aware, and we're definitely busy working on it, getting a lot of applications out there. We're actually leading the nation in the number of applications we've already got signed up for our Supplemental Disaster Recovery Program there.
He describes the Conservation and Price Support Divisions.
The Conservation and Support Division, you know, they're kind of like the other divisions. There can be what we call ad hoc programs that stand up time to time by either the Secretary or Congress that various divisions can be responsible for. But there's also regularly occurring programs that are available all the time, or sign-ups are announced for those divisions there. And a big one for our Conservation Price Support Division, and I think many producers are aware of, is CRP. We've had, a lot of producers show a lot of interest in those signups going on right now. A lot more interest in the grassland CRP. Underneath our previous sign-up, we had 90,000 acres that had signed up, and underneath this one, this sign-up right now, we're at about 195,000 acres there. So a lot of increased interest in our grassland CRP there.
Shem explains the Emergency Conservation Program.
It is a program that was passed by Congress. Great program to help aid our producers affected by disasters in the 2023 and 2024 year. But again, unfortunately, Kansas was one of the lead recipients in that program just because of the disasters that the state had for drought, just a lot of affecting factors, excessive heat that affected our producers out there. We had over 60,000 applications that were pre-filled and sent out to our producers, and it has really been a high priority with us. We've already almost processed almost 40,000 of those applications. They're trying to quickly get them out so that producers can get paid. You know, that's resulted in a lot of money. We're already at almost $400 million that we have sent out there to producers.
That was Kansas FSA State Director David Shem on programs available to farmers in Kansas. I'm Madeline Drake, and this has been Agriculture Today over the K-State Radio Network.
Sale Thursday this week at Marysville Livestock Incorporated. Tomorrow's sale, they'll have 7 horses, 1 horse and foal, and 5 mules selling at 4 p.m. They'll be selling breds at 11:30, selling replacement quality heifers at noon. They do have over 1,500 head of early consignments and are accepting more for the sale tomorrow at Marysville Livestock. Reminding you, no sale on the 4th of September then next week. 7:29 from KNDY, and a pleasant 55 degrees this morning. Highs in the middle 70s today, tomorrow, up around 80 for the high on Friday.
Bicycling doesn't have to be all about speed and performance. We're talking about the movement to put the enjoyment back in cycling on the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report.
Have you ever tried to buy gold and silver and felt like you were talking to a used car salesman? That's because the precious metals industry is like the Wild West. Salesmen can say pretty much anything or make any promise they want without repercussion. But Genesis Gold Group is different. They're a faith-driven Christian precious metals company and believe in educating their customers, not pressuring them for a quick sale. Genesis Gold Group focuses on customer service, not sleazy marketing. Genesis Gold Group is named after the first book of the Bible for a reason. Proper stewardship of wealth is their specialty. Find out why they've earned a 5 out of 5 rating through the Better Business Bureau and how they can help you secure your wealth or retirement through physical precious metals. Call right now to learn more.
800-603-5815. 800-603-5815. 800-603-5815. That's 800-603-5815.
With more practical tips and useful advice, this is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report for Wednesday, August 27th. It is the 239th day of the year, and our 36th president, Lyndon B. Johnson, was born on this day. If you enjoy bicycling but don't fit in with a spandex-wearing, speed racing crowd, here's some good news. In recent years, there's been a growing movement called slow biking for those who prefer to relax and take in the scenery. Slow biking clubs are popping up all over where cyclists can enjoy the sport at a slower pace. We've even heard of slow bike races. The winner, of course, is the last to cross the finish line. So check around for a slow bike club near you. And if your bike has fenders, a basket, and a wide seat, all the better. That's how they roll in the Slow Bike Club. That is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report. Learn more about everything online at almanac.com.
Kansas Mid-America Network Sports. I'm Andy Hoosier with one of the hottest stretches of hitting in baseball franchise history. The Kansas City Royals first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino, has been officially named as the American League Player of the Week this week. Pasquantino so far has hit an extra base hit on every day of the week so far, including having 6 home runs, as it is the third time that the player has won the award, including June 2nd through the 8th this season and August 8th to the 14th back in 2022. Just in the past week alone, Pasquantino has hit a .379, going 11 for 29 in 7 games that included the Major League Baseball leading 6 home runs and the American League best at 12 RBIs. The Kansas City Royals wrap up their 3-game series on the road against the Chicago White Sox tonight with first pitch at 6:40. On the college side, Kansas Jayhawks redshirt junior wide receiver Cam Pickett has been named this week as the East-West Shrine Bowl Breakout Offensive Player of the Week. The announcement came over the win this past weekend against Fresno State, 31-7.
With high school football season about to kick off, we'll take a preseason look at the area teams beginning the week of August 25th. Join us with Spotlight Monday on Diller Odell and Southern. Tuesday, Axtell and Centralia. Wednesday, Lynn and Hanover. Thursdays, Frankfort and Valley Heights. And Fridays, Washington County and Marysville. Coach's Corner airs following evening sports at around 5:20. On air, online, and on our mobile app. Join us for a preseason look beginning the week of August 25th.
The Axtell Eagles are your state champions for the 4th year in a row. It'll be an all-TVL state volleyball championship between Hanover and Lynn this year. The Centralia girls finish a perfect season 26-0 for the Lady Panthers. The Twin Valley League is the best league in the state of Kansas. You're not changing my mind. I cannot wait for this matchup on Friday night. The TVL Spotlight podcast coming soon to tvlspotlight.com.
KNDY.